Well, it was a big day for Australian cycling, and Cadel Evans in particular. It was stage 8 of the Tour de France and the first big alpine stage of this year's race. Cadel Evans rode himself into the leader's yellow jersey. I have the voice of cycling, Phil Liggett, here with me. Phil, you've spent a lot of time in Australia. You know Cadel. You know exactly what this means to us and him.
It means a massive thing to Cadel. I mean, the guy's a different guy since he won the World Championship. He believes in himself now. He is a superb bike rider, and now he is pushing himself up to be one of the finest bike riders Australia's ever produced. A world champion now becomes a yellow jersey. I've got to go and look back at my records and see when this happened last, when a world champion pulled on the maillot jaune. And I think we'll be looking back at Bernardino.
Could very well be that far back, which is in the 80s, so early 80s.
20 years ago.
Well, look, I guess the other story of the day, apart from Andy Schleck that won the race, fantastic effort him. He actually brought some time back on Cadel, but put time into Contador. I was a little bit surprised that Alberto Contador couldn't go with Schleck when he attacked at the end.
When he gave that second kick towards the end, Contador tried to go, but he couldn't go, and it was Sammy Sanchez who took up the running, and Contador found a good wheel to pull him back into the race. What it's done for the big boys now is Contador is beatable. Now, in fairness, this is not Contador's favourite climb. It wasn't hard enough, believe it or not. He might look to the Col de la Maddalena, do something like that. But he is beatable. And you know, if Cadel Evans stays as close as this to Contador and Schleck, he'll kill him in the time trial.
Well, the other big story, of course, was Lance Armstrong losing a lot of time. Now, you predicted when we spoke to you at the start of the tour that Cadel could win and Lance couldn't. You're right.
Well, as it works out, but I didn't think he would go out of the hat with all these crashes. He's very unlucky, wasn't he? To crash when he did crash on the when he punctured on the cobblestones, that was a big problem because he never got back, yet he appeared to be very strong because there was no more road left to get back. But when he crashed today, I mean, that was horrible. He crashed at the foot of the Col de la Ramez, and when you do that, you got back, he had no puff left. It was a heavy fall too, and then that silly crash at the top of Liggett, going over the Prime line there. I've never seen a crash like that. Then it was gone. And now he's in double figures. But they always had a secondary plan, and it always was for Levi Leipheimer. And now Levi Leipheimer is in a win position if it goes right. But somehow I feel as though the win will come from the three we know, Schleck, Evans or Contador.
Well, very big day for Cadel Evans taking the yellow jersey. Rest day on the Monday, so the guys will enjoy a little bit of respite. It's been a very, very tough first part of the Tour de France, so they'll enjoy this rest day.
Very different and very hard, yes. And it's lovely up here, isn't it? I think we might stay here for the rest of the tour. What do we need to go on for? We can do this from Paris. Let's do it from Morzine.
Well, I'm just hoping that Cadel Evans does go on and take the yellow jersey all the way to Paris. Thanks very much.
You're biased.